Hello, my loves. It is me, Jazzy Mac. Thank you so much for tuning in today because I have several opportunities for Netflix. Yes, I said Netflix. And on top of that, I have some bonus roles for a different company for those of you that may not be as experienced, or if you have a gap in your resume and you're just now getting back into the workforce. I do have some remote, fully work from home roles for you all. And yes, the equipment is provided. So in this video, we're definitely going to talk about the Netflix roles. We'll get into the salary for these roles, and then we'll also do the resume demonstration to show you which hot words or buzzwords to put on your resume. But first, I have to show y'all this excellent news that I just got today. Like, y'all have been on fire, okay? Pootie said, "Thank you for all you do, Queen. I applied, went through my assessments and interview process, and was hired and start on February 13th. This was for the Delta work from home position. Congratulations to you. I'm so excited for you." And then, of course, Keisha said, "Jazzy, I got the job offer from CVS Aetna, and she starts on February 27th. You all probably saw where I shouted her out today because I was just so freaking excited for Keisha." And then Art Love actually applied for the Yelp role that I posted a while back, and she came back with good news today, actually, saying that she had an update. She had an interview that was a month ago, and then today she said, "Hey, I was offered the position this past Thursday. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Y'all are killing it, okay? Y'all make mama so proud." Now, let's get into these roles. I'm going to start with kind of like the easier roles before I go to Netflix. So our bonus role today is going to be for Allstate. Allstate has a really great program simply because not only do they train you, but they also provide like your licensing, your certification. So they're a great entry level company. They also have a return to work program for like stay at home moms or for people that just haven't worked in a couple of years. So this is a really, really great company to start with. It's called the Allstate Returnship Program for people re-entering the workforce. Like there's a lady on here that said she hadn't worked in like 15 years and Allstate gave her a chance. So you have to be out of work for at least 2 years for this particular program. So it works for those of you that haven't worked since, COVID hit. But then, just hopping into our first role, this is for anybody, okay? Absolutely anybody. This is a contact center specialist role. It is fully work from home. You can work from anywhere in the United States. The equipment is going to be provided for you. You pretty much are going to work an 8-hour shift from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., depending on, which hours you choose. And class start dates are March 1st. So you want to make sure you go ahead and get in where you fit in and make sure that you go through this process and submit your resume ASAP. And the resume templates for all of these are going to be in the description box. And I actually have something special for all of the people that are actively subscribed to the resumes. I'm going to do a pop-up Q&A. It's going to be live. Okay. All right. So I don't normally do those, but I just felt like I needed to talk to y'all and get you all ready for these jobs because a lot of you all want to talk to me. And sometimes it's hard because I have a baby, but I carved out some time for those of you. So you can, as long as you're signed up for the resume subscription, it's the ultimate one. Okay. As long as you have the ultimate resume subscription, you will be able to sign up. I will send out an email to you all. And I think I'm going to do that for Wednesday, like Wednesday, the 18th. So you do have to have home internet service, but they will provide the laptop to you. And they will also provide 2 monitors. As it says down here, all equipment is provided. You cannot use like a satellite hotspot or anything like that. You can't use Wi-Fi. They will know and they will put you out of the program. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. So pretty much your qualifications are going to come down to having a high school diploma or a GED, and 2 years of customer service experience. If you don't have 2 years of customer service experience, again, they train you, they work with you. They are a very return to work friendly company. So do not let that bother you. I do want to point out that the compensation goes up to $64,000 per year, okay, which is somewhere around like $32 per hour. So the number you saw above is the absolute minimum that they would pay somebody that has no experience, has never worked a day in their life. That $19 an hour is the smallest amount that anyone could make. However, if you do have if you have experience, I would encourage you to negotiate your salary. If I had like 2 years of call center experience, I probably would be asking for somewhere in the neighborhood of 23, 24 an hour, maybe even 25 an hour if I lived in a state like California or New York. Okay. If I've worked in a supervisory role, then this is going to be closer to me asking for $30 an hour, which would be like $60,000 per year. So that is for the contact center specialist role. Again, we'll get to the Netflix role towards the end of this video, but let's go ahead and take a peek at the resume demonstration for this particular position. And some of the hot words that we always talk about, those are the buzzwords that you want to make sure that you're adding to your resume. So we always like to call out the name of the company, and we like to call out the position that we're applying for, because those are going to be obvious buzzwords. Those are hot words that make our resume hot and help get us to the top of the applicant pool so that we can land interviews. So some of the things that you want to make sure that you are calling out is if you have any type of call center support experience. It doesn't matter if you worked in billing support, if you worked in collections, maybe you worked in troubleshooting, like technical support. Support is support when it comes to a call center. If you did not work in a call center, but you've worked in a retail setting, whether it is Burger King, it could be TJ Maxx, it doesn't matter if you're interacting with customers, that also counts as customer support, which is something they call out in the job description. So make sure you're calling out other things that relate to, obviously this is an insurance company. They want you to have some sort of knowledge of policies and procedures. Again, even if you worked at McDonald's, McDonald's has policies and procedures that they train you on that you have to follow on a daily basis. Data entry, we've all got data entry experience. Trust me, it is everywhere. So make sure you're calling out those sorts of words. Again, this is down below in the description box if you need it. If you want this exact resume, please make sure you're getting the ultimate resume kit. And that is something you can download instantly. But let's hop over to the next role. This role actually pays a little bit more than the first role. So it is a group underwriting role. So when you think about an insurance underwriter, in a nutshell, what they do, why can't I talk, is they determine whether or not they're going to grant someone a policy. So if a person had a whole bunch of car accidents, or, they've got a bunch of speeding tickets, you as the insurance underwriter would say, you know what, this person is high risk. If we grant them a policy, they're probably going to blow through the coverage. So we're going to deny their policy. Or an underwriter can also review policies and basically determine whether or not the policy is going to increase due to bad driving, or if it's going to decrease. So I have the resume for this as well, but I just wanted to point out, when they say 2 years of related experience, this could, again, be call center experience, customer support experience, any type of data entry. If you were an auditor, maybe you were some type of supervisor or office manager, maybe you worked in information security. I don't know, you granted people badges and, scanned people's data and the information. All of that is relevant, okay? No, you do not need to have a bachelor's degree. They will train you. So don't be intimidated by that. What they really want you to have is critical thinking skills, professional demeanor, good knowledge of insurance products, even if it's your own car insurance or your own renter's insurance. Just everybody has insurance, right? Good communication, good decision maker, that sort of thing. So the compensation for this role is $51,000 up to $76,000, which is, I think, like $37 or $38 per hour, somewhere around that range. But they also have really great benefits. Like, they've got the 401k. They do have tuition assistance for all of you that want to go back to school. Of course, the dental, medical benefits. It's a really, really great company to work for. If you ever wanted to get into technology or sales, it's a really great company. So I do have the resume for that one, but I'm not going to do the demonstration right now. It's in your library for those of you that do have the subscription. It's already in your library. But I want to go ahead and look at the Netflix job because, oh my goodness, a lot of you have been saying, Jazzy, can I see something that's more tailored to my skill set? So I have a couple of different jobs that I want to show you. A lot of people have been asking me about gaming. Are there gaming jobs available? A lot of people have been saying, hey, I'm a graphic designer. I do web development. I build websites for people. Do you have anything that I can do that's work from home? Here you go. So Netflix is looking for a UI UX designer, which is a user interface and user experience designer. So if you are someone that knows how to design websites, or you like to do some type of back end configuration, front end configuration for websites, all of that fancy pants stuff that my husband used to do when he was a developer and a UX designer. This is the job for you. Okay. So you're going to do things similar to designing experiences and visuals. You're going to collaborate with teams to brainstorm new ideas about designs. You're going to develop core insights about user behavior and understanding that behavior. So it's like a fancy way of saying, when people come to this website, what do? Oh, they click on this link, or they click on this link, or they click on this Twitter icon. So you could be just designing things that people would see on a website interface for Netflix when they go to netflix.com. They're saying that they want you to have some experience with Sketch or Adobe. A lot of you artistic people out there use Adobe already to edit your videos and stuff. So that's super relevant experience. Their core hours are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. This, of course, is a no phones job. Okay. Want to make sure I put that out there, but it's silly that their range is $50,000 to $600,000. That is a silly range. Okay. For any type of senior role at Netflix, it's probably going to pay minimum $150, up to maybe $230 or $240. Just thinking back to some of the salary offers that they made to my husband when he was working in corporate. So for this role, I don't care where you live. Even if I lived in freaking Texas, I probably still would not take anything less than $160, $170. If I lived in California, this is easily going to be a $230 and up role job offer because they're asking you to be a senior. If they're going to pay you less than $230 in California, then that's probably because they're bringing you in as a L4 or L5. So yeah, make sure you are demanding your freaking worth for these positions. So where is it? Okay, so we did that one. So where's our Netflix one? So yeah, in this Netflix one, make sure you're calling out, obviously, the graphic design, the user interface, any type of project management experience that you have. But some of their hot words are going to be web app, product management, some of the other things, graphic design, obviously, those would be hot words. So this is available to you in your resume library. The next role that I wanted to show you all is one that's this is something you could do if you're an experienced software engineer or if you're fresh out of college. because what it says down here is prior experience in this role, the privacy engineering role, is not required. Okay. So I want to emphasize the prior experience in privacy engineering is not required. Okay. They just want you to have a passion about privacy and data protection. Are you that person that always puts a passcode on your iPhone and you're telling your 92-year-old grandmother how she better watch out for hackers and how she better be using a 16-karat complex password on all of her accounts? And she's like, what? I can't even remember my 4-digit PIN. You're like, yeah, grandma. So they're saying they want you to be efficient in like Java. If you've got some Java experience, good. Java's not something you can learn overnight, I'll be honest with you. But, you know, a lot of people know like other coding languages. They might know like, I don't know, even if you knew like Python, I feel like you could probably study Java for a couple of months or, I don't know, take some Udemy courses and like at least become familiar with it. There are coding boot camps out there, but I wouldn't like recommend like paying $8,000 for it. My husband taught himself Java. Okay. So just saying. You've got some experience with automation that's going to be big for Netflix. And then they just want you to be like comfortable navigating ambiguous environments and demonstrating excellence, that sort of stuff. And then SQL experience, whether it's MySQL or some people say MySQL. I used to be really, really good in SQL. I haven't been in corporate for a while and haven't used it. But yeah, if you've got any type of SQL experience, they're saying, hey, that's good enough. Even if you don't have SQL experience, you could like possibly get away with having like Splunk experience or like Tableau experience, because that's all like dealing with like data sets and, you know, like data analysis. Even like probably if you're able to like navigate Excel, Microsoft Excel, you might be able to get away with that. And then engineering data pipelines, Presto, Spark, Fink on medium to large scale data sets. So data scientist people or data analysis people, those are going to be like their little playhouse. Again, these are just nice to have. Okay. It's not a deal breaker. It's just nice if you have it. If you don't have it, they'll probably still work with you. Okay. So everyone, let me know how it goes when you apply for these different roles. I wanted to switch it up because I didn't want this channel to just be all about call centers or all about sales. I wanted to do things for those folks that are just like more technical in nature or that are more artistic in nature. So yeah, let me know how it goes. Happy job hunting to everyone and congratulations to all of you that have landed jobs. I'm so freaking excited and proud of you all. So until the next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.